All right, here we go. Yeah, yeah. Oh my God, y'all. This is America's Best Restaurants. I'm Danielle DeTomo with the ABR Roadshow, and we're in Petersburg, Virginia today at a place called Croaker Spot. They're known as the soul of seafood here. They opened up the first restaurant in 2001 right here in the state of Virginia, and we are at their newest location right now, about to get some great food, hear a great story. Let's check it out. Hey Margaret, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing great. Happy to be here today at Croaker Spot. Now you're the operations manager, and you've been here for how long?
15 to 18 years, on and off. But
well,
yeah.
So she knows what's going on at this spot, that's
Absolutely.
For sure. And Margaret, you have to tell me about this beautiful space that we're in right now.
It's amazing. For one, it was built in the 1800s. It's the farmer's market. There have been a lot of previous restaurants here. The owner has always kept our eye on it. It sat here for a while, and it became Croaker Spot in 2020. So it's fabulous, and this is our biggest location yet.
Yeah, immediately when I walked in this space, I was like, I have to learn about what this is and like the background story to it, because I know it means a lot to the community, this building right here. A lot of people know about it. Now it's Croaker Spot. Well, Margaret, listen, thank you so much for greeting me. I'm excited to head back to the kitchen now and try some food. We have made our way back to the kitchen now, have one of the owners joining me, Leroy. So Leroy, first, it's great to meet you.
Thank you, great to meet you also.
Yes, we are so glad to be here, and I have heard amazing things about your food. So I'm ready to try it. I know we got Mike over there that's gonna make us the first dish today. So Mike, I'll let you get started. And Leroy, what is Mike making for us?
Today, Mike is going to be preparing a crab stuffed salmon.
Oh my goodness, tell me more.
That's right. We take a fresh 6-ounce piece of salmon, and he gently slices it open, and we stuff it with lump and claw crab meat. And then he'll pan sear it to perfection. Then it goes in the oven for about 10 or 15 minutes, put some special seasonings on it. And when it comes out, it'll just melt in your mouth, and you'll be coming back for more.
Oh my gosh, like those are two of my favorite things, like salmon and then like crab meat. Well, I'm very excited to try this dish. We're gonna let Mike continue doing his thing over there, and then I'm hungry and I'm ready for it.
All right, we're ready to feed you. Are you ready for this?
Yes, I'm ready.
Crab stuffed salmon, glazed with our garlic butter sauce, on a bed of rice, fresh steamed cabbage, block of cornbread.
I'm telling you.
I don't think you can handle it, Danielle.
Like, I honestly don't know. Like, I don't know what I'm in for here, but all I know is I'm ready for it. I'm gonna try my best. Like, this plate though. Okay, so should I? I'm gonna.
Let me hold it for you.
Yeah. Let's do it that way. I want to get like the best bite.
Yeah.
Should I just go in the middle right there?
Right there.
Yeah, let's go in the middle. And then I'm trying to get some crab and salmon, all the above. God, that just looks fantastic. And that rice with it. All right, here we go. Holy cow. That is so delicious.
Good.
Like, y'all, my soul is just so happy right now. My soul, but we can't end this yet because I gotta try the cornbread. Because I've been like drooling over this cornbread. Oh my God, but that's coming with me.
All right.
And that plate's gonna be clean, I'll tell y'all that. But I gotta take a bite of this cornbread. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God, y'all. Croaker Spot here. I'll take that from you now. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Leroy, thanks for having us back in the kitchen. We have so much more food to try, which we're actually gonna go do that next. Both of the owners are joining me now. We got Leroy, he was in the kitchen with me, and Sharita is joining us as well now. So we're glad to have both of you chatting with me. And we gotta start with some more food because I've already tried some and it was delicious. So I gotta try more. Take us through, I guess Leroy, if you wanna take us through to start these two dishes. Let's start with this one because I know this is like the signature here.
Yes.
Okay.
Over there you have our signature two-piece fish bowl. It's topped with peppers and onions and our special blend sauce, along with that nice big block of cornbread.
Yep.
And that is what got us where we are today, and that's our staple dish that everybody comes back for over and over again.
Goodness, I've never seen anything like this before.
You
So
gotta
what is it what is it about the dish that people just like cannot get enough of
It's
it?
the secret sauce that's in the peppers and onions.
Okay, I was gonna ask about the sauce, but I figured it was a
I
secret.
can't tell you.
Here we go. Whatever that sauce is, I need more.
We'll get you some to go.
Let me take it all with me. It's coming home with me. Yeah, very flavorful. So whatever secret that is, I see where you're keeping it a secret. And then what's this one over here?
Over here we have our southern sauteed chicken, mushroom and onion gravy over a bed of rice with cabbage, and again another big block of cornbread.
Just every plate come with this cornbread. Like,
does.
look at this thing. It's huge.
Want to make sure. Most people say it tastes like cake.
It really, yeah. Like, and do you do any kind of like dessert creations with it? I feel like you could.
Well, we just do hot butter soul wedges with it. We don't do any type of dessert.
But
you
it
can
does.
You can take it home for your birthday cake if you want to.
I mean, y'all should see what it looks like back in the kitchen. It's a whole block. Like, I mean, it is good, but I gotta try some of this chicken. So tell me the name of this dish again.
Southern sauteed chicken.
There we go. Getting real southern up in here right now. It's the South, y'all. Let me get some rice. Sharita, tell me a little bit about the history of Croaker Spot.
Okay, well, Croaker Spot originated back in Jackson Ward, 2nd and Lee Street. It was a 39-seater restaurant, and it's a product of the Eggleston legacy. So the Egglestons started back in Richmond, Virginia, back in the 1930s, where there was Hotel Eggleston. And so from there, that was the grandfather of the original owner of Croaker's Spot. They also had the whole Harlem Renaissance theme. They used to call 2nd and Lee Little Harlem. It was Jackson Ward. And so the owner's grandfather was affiliated with a man named Mr. Croaker from Harlem, New York. He had an after-hours spot where he invited jazz and blues artists, and he had this philosophy of good food, good eating, that's a good time. And so that inspired the original owner to bring a restaurant to the city of Richmond, but to have that same ambiance and atmosphere and vibe as Mr. Croaker. For Croaker, it was called Croaker's in Harlem. And following that, then we moved to Petersburg. And when we first moved to Petersburg, we moved into a smaller building that's a rock throw away from here, as the Progress Index reported it. And so we branched out on the brand because once we started from the 39-seater, it became too small. We got the 67-seater, it became too small. So we moved to Petersburg, which was the second location that was a 120-seater. I won't say it was too small, but because of our loyal customers and our fan base and the people that continuously support us, we were able to expand.
Yeah.
And so we have now moved into, which is now our second location, a 200-seater in the city of Petersburg. And we moved in the middle of the pandemic, December of 2020.
Wow.
So we were still able to move to a new location. We retained our staff. And it's only because that the people that support us, they love the food. They feel the family atmosphere. They feel the music. They feel everything. But number one, food gets them every time.
Oh, for sure. The minute you taste the food, like you're set, you're a regular here. Like that's for sure.
Our chefs cook with love.
When someone loves what they do while they're preparing your food, you can tell when you're tasting it. And Leroy, I wanted you to touch on too, just a little bit about what this spot means to the community, because you joined Sharita along this journey to own it together. So tell me a little bit about that, just what it's meant to the community.
Well,
The community really enjoys having a great place to come out and have dinner. You know, a nice family atmosphere. It's just opening and inviting when you come in. And that's what we thrive on, making sure that we keep the place clean and keep it looking great for everybody. So everybody just enjoys it when they come. And the community, like I said, it's a great place to go. They bring their family, they bring their friends. And the fun part is during the holidays and special times of the year, anytime people have guests at their house, guess where they bring them to? You know, so they want to make sure they bring them to Croaker Spot. And that's what we're here for, and that's what helps us to thrive, and we enjoy it.
Yeah. And if people want to keep up to date with Croaker Spot and social media, where should they go? Do you have a website?
We do have our website, crokerspot.com. Don't miss the 2 S's. It's Croker's Spot. And then we also have Facebook, and we have Instagram and TikTok.
There you go. All the socials right there. So all the good stuff. Well, thank you both so much for sharing Croaker Spot with us today. We really enjoyed it.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, you're welcome. And this is Croaker's Spot right here in Petersburg, Virginia. I tell y'all what, I'm leaving with a full stomach, very happy about it. Everything was so delicious today. They treated us so well, and that's why they are one of America's best restaurants. And for the ABR Roadshow, I'm Danyel DeTomo. I'll see y'all next time.